Hello, what's up? My name is Paul Naylor, aka the Delsol Runner, and it is a Friday afternoon. We're getting ready for the weekend, so very excited about that. We are about a week out from the Surf City Marathon that's going to take place next week in Huntington Beach. I am so thrilled about this race. Unfortunately, because of a lingering foot injury, I don't think I'm going to be going for any records this race. Probably if I finish this race, that will be a huge thing to write home about. For the rest of the week until the race, everything I'm going to be talking about on this channel is going to be about the Surf City Marathon, because this is one of my favorite marathons, definitely my favorite marathon in California. Right now, I'm just going to go over some of the gear I'm going to be working with for the race, but also for my last long run, which is going to take place tomorrow. I'm going to go about 12 to 13 miles tomorrow, just to really kind of test things out, make sure everything that I want to use for the race is in order, and so that I have like my system and my flow down for the things I want to use, right? So here's what I'm going to use. First, the shoes. So I'm going to be running in the Nike Zoom Fly here. So these are the shoes that I wore during the Big Bear and Mount Lemon Rebel half marathons, and I ran really good times with these in these shoes. So I'm gonna wear these tomorrow, kind of just get my feet used to being them again. And then of course for the marathon, I'm going to be rocking these shoes as well. So I'm kind of curious to know how these shoes are going to feel after running a marathon. I mean, after running a half marathon, my feet are kind of feeling it. So after a full, we'll see. But these are the things I'm going to be rocking tomorrow during my 12-mile run. So Nike Zoom Fly, these are a great shoe. All right, so nutrition. Nutrition is something that I have been, one thing I've been using for the last few half marathons is the Spring Energy. See, there it is. These things are awesome. The times I use them for half marathons, I've actually taken like 2 or 3 of these right before the race. I haven't had the need to take them during the race. I mean, not for a race that lasts less than 90 minutes. So I'm taking a few of these, but one thing, hold that thought there. One thing I'm going to be trying out during this race is going to be you see these things? These are called a gel flask. And I ordered 4 of them. And basically what you do is that you put the gel, and you can put like 2 or 3 gels, or sometimes some of them said you can put 4, up to 4 gels, 3 or 4 gels in these things. And so you basically just put a few of these in your running belt, and you just belt, and this is how you get your gel. So go and try it out tomorrow, because I don't want to figure these things out during the marathon. So I heard great things about these, so that when you work with these and you have to worry about throwing them away, your hands get all sticky, you don't have to worry about trying to tear it off or tear it mid-run. So I'm excited to use these. So I'm going to fill 2 of them up, try them out. So here's the belt I'm going to use. Now I've used this. This is called the Nathan. I am not sure. I'm going to put somewhere on this video what the name is, but this is a Nathan running belt, and I've used this for a few marathons I've done over the past few years, and this thing is awesome. It has a front pocket, side pockets, and then back here it has a bigger pocket that has a water flask. And so this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have this little guy here, 2 of the gel flasks that are going to just go here in these side pockets. So it's going to fit like so. So there you go. Got the flask instead of the gel pack. So awesome. So this belt, carrying water with me, for 12 miles, I've never really carried water with me with any distance under a half marathon. So this water, probably not going to take it. But what I'm probably going to have in its place is this guy here. This is a BioFreeze pain relieving spray. You might have seen things like this before. You can get like little pouches that has this stuff. And so, as I mentioned before, I've been having a nagging foot pain this month, which is kind of taking me out of the training game. And honestly, this nagging foot pain has been a thing ever since like late last summer. So I'm going to actually take this. I thought about putting this guy in the place where the water flask goes, and just carry it there. And so if my foot gets too out of control, or if it feels really naggy, I can get this stuff out, spray my foot, and hopefully that makes my foot feel a lot better. those are going to be the contents of my belt. And for the race next week, I'll be wearing this belt, and everything's going to be very close to the same. All right, so next, the shorts. These shorts, these are all right. These shorts are a Salomon Second Skin shorts here. These have actually been my go-to for over a year. I only wear them just for racing, but these things are awesome. So you have this the skin compression part here, the shorts go over it. What I really love about the inner inseam is that, if I can kind of show it to you here, on the inner inseam, you see the short doesn't actually wrap around the entire compression. It actually ends right here, so which makes it great. So there's no extra material here that gets in the way when you're running, so it makes it just really great for your overall run. So I'll be rocking these shorts. Great thing about these is that they do have pockets here in the back. I won't be using them because I'll have my running belt with me that gives me the ability to carry more stuff. So those are going to be my shorts. And then as far as my jersey top is going to be the Revel Big Bear tank. There, can you see it? So going to be Revel Big Bear running tank. I'm not sure if I'm going to be wearing this during the race next week. It is going to be a Revel tank of some kind, so I'm just not sure which one it's going to be. It's probably going to be a race day decision, but these running tanks that Revel has are awesome, amazing, and so that's going to be my running tank. And then finally, my socks are going to be the Revel socks. This is a brand new pair I have, so I mean, I have like 12 pairs of these Revel socks, so I just want to run with a new pair of socks tomorrow. So those are going to be things I'm going to be rocking with. Before the run, I'm going to be getting some good healthy fats. I'm going to have a couple of eggs, hard-boiled eggs, probably an avocado, maybe a whole avocado, 20-30 minutes before the run. I'm going to take about 3 or 4 of these. Now, some of you may have seen something like this before. These are called Sport Legs. I've taken these before my 2 half marathons late last year at Big Bear and Mount Lemmon, and they're pretty great. These things are a supplement to kind of help support, basically kind of keep down the lactic acid that builds up in your legs. And so I'm going to take a couple of these, probably 3 or 4 of them. The instructions are you take 1 capsule per 50 pounds, and so I'm currently sitting at 150, so I got to take 3 of them. So be rocking those before the run, and of course I trusty Garmin. And that is it. That's what I'm going to be rocking with this run tomorrow. 12 miles, but all about experimenting with this belt, getting the flow, getting the system right, getting the flow of taking out the gels, the water, and all that stuff. So we're going to experiment. That's going to be the main thing, experimenting with that tomorrow. So that's it. That's all I got. So that's my plan. Thank you so much for spending this few moments with me as I kind of talked about my gear, what I plan to use, what I plan to run with next weekend. I am so excited, and look for more videos later on throughout this weekend and throughout all of next week as I talk about the Surf City Marathon, because I'm just so in love with this race. I should be an ambassador for them, honestly, because I run so many. What is this? The next week will be race number 6 or 7. I'll have to check on that. But one of my favorite races. I am so very excited to go there, and I'm also going to be spending a few days there with my family. So we're going to go there, just have fun at the beach before and after the race. So overall, it's going to be an amazing weekend. I will see you guys later. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, leave any comments below if you're going to run the race. Let's see if we can meet up, or let's just kind of keep tabs on each other, just so that we can congratulate each other at the end of the race with our at the finish line. But until then, hope you all have a great Friday, great weekend, and run strong, and I'll see you at the start line. See you later.